Hey guys, welcome back to the mill. Matthew had a good idea earlier. We're going to do a video on stickering and stacking lumber. I know a lot of you guys and gals that watch our channel may have never handled green material. When we saw our lumber, we like to sticker it and band it, whether it's going to be kiln dried or not. And we'll go into more detail here in just a minute. I also got Henry helping us out today. Say hey, Henry.
Hey.
Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, let's talk about why we do what we do. Anytime you cut green lumber, a lot of sawyers will flat stack it, load it on your truck, and you take it home. And that's okay, but as soon as you get home with it, you need it to look like this. You need to put at least 1 inch spacers in it, get it stacked up, get some weight on it, and it's most crucial in the first week, because that's when most of your moisture is going to naturally evaporate. I decided a long time ago, for my own peace of mind, we sticker and band everything that comes off the mill. Main reason for that is I saw somebody's order, flat stack it, they tell me they'd be here tomorrow, life happens and they wouldn't get here for 2 weeks. Their wood's sitting over there, mashed together with all that moisture in between it, and it's only getting worse, it's not getting better, because all that moisture is going to cause rot, mold, mildew. So we just raise the price of what we do a little bit, and this is the way it leaves our mill. Now, this wood in particular was cut, stickered, banded, and air dried for a few weeks, and then we run it through our kiln. Now this wood's sitting here, 6% moisture, it's dry, it's light. You don't have to do what we're doing. We're doing it for 2 reasons. We're going to take these 2 stacks and condense them down into 1 stack for space considerations, and we're going to recycle all our stickers. We'll take all these stickers, put them in our box, and we'll use them again. They'll go back. They'll either go in somebody's pile and go home with them, or they'll go back through the kiln and we'll recycle them again. It's easier to reuse these than it is to make them. So. Okay, thoughts on that, Matthew? That's kind of
it, unless you want to go into how to square stack
yeah.
if they don't have stickers.
Yeah, years ago, you know, we'd what they call cube stack. You know, if you had all 8-foot stuff, you'd go 8 foot this way, then 8 foot this way, back and forth. Or if you had 16-foot long and 8-foot long stuff, you'd build 1 layer of 8s and then a row of 16s and back and forth. That's fine for small projects. You know, it's your wood, you're going to use it and it's going to go away. But for what we do here, we try to build about a 40-inch wide stack, whether it's 8 foot long or 20 foot long. And I do that for a reason, main reason. All our stickers are 40, 42 inches long, and when somebody shows up with a trailer, we can put 2 stacks side by side on that trailer and they can go home with it. But it's very important with green lumber to get it stickered. If you got any way to put weight on it, I'd recommend putting a dry stack on top of it to hold it down good and flat. We don't have to worry about that because of these bands. These bands hold it super tight. You can see how much that was loosened up since it's kiln dried. But that first couple weeks is when the moisture is going to really come out quick, and that's when your wood's going to warp or pearl. Yeah, that's when most of your defects are going to happen. So, oh, we're out. We've been busy this morning. Got Henry over here. He's gonna help us stack up this pile of rainbow poplar. Actually got 2 customers that's deciding who's gonna get it first. You know how to decide who gets it first? The one that shows up with the money first. But anyway, so let's get to work, and we got to get all this done. We're under a time crunch, so thanks, guys. Hadn't told Henry yet, but we're not paying him. We're actually going to send him a bill because Henry likes to play football. He wrestles, and I figure this is kind of like weight training. He ought to pay us for helping him with his weight training. What do you think, Henry?
Gotta get ready for football.
That's right. Be football season again before you know it. We're gonna put our strapping on. Pretty simple. You take your strap, fold it over itself, create a loop. This buckle goes over, and you pull that loop through. This side's fixed, where the other side will slip. We do the same thing. Pull a loop. Yeah, anyway, I'll do just a little bit at a time. There you go.
This will not.
Now you're gonna use this tail to tension the straps. All there is to it. Yeah. And with that long a tail, you can come back later and tighten it up again if you need to. I think it won't come off there, is it?
You can get your knife and like cut the sides.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Okay guys, that's probably gonna do it for this video. Wasn't a whole lot here, but stickering and banding is extremely important. Don't ever flat stack your wood like this long term unless it's been, you know, very adequately air dried, or in this case it's been kiln dried. It's it's not going to accumulate any mold or mildew because of being flat stacked. Well, shout out Henry for helping us out.
Over there taking his union break on us.
Yeah. He ain't done yet. We got another stack to do. We got sawdust, wood chips cleaned up out of the sawmill, so he's gonna be here a while. But guys, we greatly appreciate you watching our channel. If you would, please like, subscribe, and share. Remember, Matthew and Solomon worked real hard on editing these videos, trying to get me to talk less. But they come out on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern time. I can't say it enough. We appreciate it, guys. It's all because of you. But we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.